My name's Gary. I'm the founder of FFL Cockpit. I wanted to give you all a summary of a new feature that we're deploying today. The AI product information tab, as you can see, has a beta tag on it. It's brand new. And what this is going to allow us to do is be able to create AI prompts to help describe how we want to build out product descriptions and titles and other metadata around SEO optimization. So when you first come to the tab, you'll see how many tokens you have available. These tokens are what we're going to be using to be able to facilitate running these models with OpenAI currently. To get started, you can purchase additional tokens. When you click on this link, it'll bring you to the FFL Cockpit website with a customized link just for you, and you'll be able to come in here and purchase tokens. Right now, we have 100 products worth of tokens, around 80,000 tokens for free, just to get everyone started and help test it out. But if you want to purchase additional tokens, you would just come in here and purchase those additional tokens for depending on how many products you want to update. So we can go here, add this information to the cart, proceed to checkout. It'll ask you for this little robot thing, but it won't ask you for a credit card because it's free. And then once you put in all of your information and check out, be able to get the system will process the order, and it may take a couple minutes, but you'll get an email that notifies you that the order has been processed successfully, and you'll be able to see the token count update. This is the email that you would get. So thank you for your AI token purchase, and your new total account is 80,000. Let's go back to review here, and we can refresh the page, and we should see that count to come back to 80,000 now. So now we have 80,000 tokens available. The first step we have to do is create an AI prompt. Now, a prompt can be anything. I do have a default, so if you add AI prompt here, you can give it a name. I'll just say default because that's what it is. You can see here there's some text in here giving the AI instructions on what to do when creating the descriptions or creating the titles. It's important to read these and help guide the system. You'll be able to run tests to see how they come out. This default is what I've used to do many products, so this is a good starting point, but you can definitely customize this. We do have portions of the prompt before and after this text that you put in that help guide the system to output the results that we expect. But this, if you focus this on what you want in the descriptions and titles, the AI system should be able to handle that and produce the results you're expecting. I mean, you can do anything from just standard boring compliance related or you can get very creative and say make all my listings as if I was Mickey Mouse or something like that, right? You can have fun with this is all I'm saying. So once you create the prompt, next step is to create the product group. So this is where you can assign products to prompts. So for example, if I go in here and add a product group, say I want to make descriptions for all my lever action firearms, lever action rifles. So we create that product group. We assign the prompt that we want to use for this product group. So in this case, we only created one, so we'll have default as our option. And then we decide what type of filters we want to set to make sure that this is only pulling lever action rifles. So we can, in this case, use the categories, select lever action rifles, select that from the list. So now this product group will include lever action rifles. You can use these other filters, any combination of these filters, including cost, to come up with a product group. and then assign the token to that, or assign the prompt to that product group. Some of the other features in here, like related videos, so when you do post this product to the site, you can decide to include YouTube related videos that we've found. So you can also set the count of videos, and if there's certain channels that you don't want to include videos on your site with, maybe you have a personal problem with the content creator or something, you can add them here. You can also add a disclaimer message that's at the bottom of every all the bottom of the description. Essentially, they'll show you that on every listing. So we created the lever action rifles category, or product group rather, created the prompt. Let me hit save. So now that we hit save and we have a prompt, we can go ahead and test that prompt. So there's 3 buttons over here. There's the test, create, and apply. Test allows you to run a product test. It'll run 5 sample products from the product group, produce results for you to review. Create will basically run the process for the full group. And then apply will be a final review process that allows you to see the results from everything that was created, and then allow you to apply those changes to the site. So let's go ahead and run a test. So this will bring up the test panel. If you have no tests created yet, it'll say, give you this button to start your first test run. We'll do that. This process can take 2 to 4 minutes. So I will come back to you as soon as this is completed. All right, so that process took just over 2 minutes. Sometimes it can take, closer to 4, but in this case it was around 2. So as you can see, once the test is done, it pops up the results of the test. You can see we ran 5 products in the test. This is the total number of tokens that were used to generate these results. And this is the total products that are in the product group, and the estimated tokens that would be used for the full product group. So down here you get a tab control. You can see each product that was run. So you can tab through those and review the results. You can see how many tokens were used for each product. The AI system will generate notes too, telling you if it found conflicts in any of the product data. Because what we do is we actually feed the system product data from all 20 distributors that we connect to anonymously. And we don't tell it what distributors it's from. We just dump all the data that we have into the system to generate these product results and come up with the best AI generated descriptions based on the data that we have, which is a lot. So you see here we have the AI generated titles and metadata. It shows you the AI generated title here as well as what the original title was. There are some SEO fields that are added in here as well. We do have a FFL Cockpit SEO add-on plugin that's available that would utilize these. And then you can also see the YouTube search term that we use. That's created just so we can get those related videos from YouTube. So on the right hand side you see the description. Here's the AI generated description. So it has an intro paragraph, it has some key specifications as well as an outro paragraph. These were all defined in the prompt that we gave them. And then you can also see the original descriptions that were available from different distributors, all different formats, some worse than others, some decent, but we use all of this data to come up with these AI generated clean descriptions based on your prompt. And we also show the prompt that was used here as well. So that's the test panel. You can run multiple tests. Each time you run a test, it'll pick 5 different products. So you'll be able to have a drop down here of multiple tests. You can start a new test by running this button here. So once you're happy with the results, what you can do is then run the create process. So this will do an estimate again of how many tokens are required to run this full group. So we can wait for this to come back here. So this says 215 products would be in this group, 273,000 or so estimated token cost, and our current balance is 75,000 products. So we won't be able to actually run this full group without purchasing additional tokens. So we can close that. But basically, once you have enough tokens and run the job, it'll produce the results for all 215 products. And then once you have the results, you'll get an email, and that email will just tell you that everything's ready, at which point you can come back into here. You can also view the job completion status here as well. So in this case, we see the test run completed with 5 products, start and end time, and the run type here. So when you hit create and run that, you'll also see a create job and see when that completed. And again, you'll get emails when that create job is completed. So once it's created, next step is to review and apply the changes. And you do that by clicking on this apply button. And this just gives you a disclaimer saying, this is AI generated data. You accept responsibility for reviewing or verifying the generated content for your specific use case and business requirement. You acknowledge and continue, at which point you see all the results that were generated. If you ran the full group, you get 200 results in here, and you can click on these results and again see the content of what was created, just to give like a quick review, make sure that everything looks okay. And if everything looks okay, again, you can scroll down to see these are the descriptions, and the titles and stuff are in here. If everything looks okay, you can go ahead and apply those changes to your site. And when you hit apply changes, it'll run and update the 5 products on this site with this new AI description information. And this will also give you an email once this job has been completed. Then you can go in and check your products, and they should all have the new descriptions included. We may not have related videos in all those new products yet, because the YouTube algorithm is only allowing us to update about 300 products a day. So probably in about a couple months we'll have a decent amount of related videos, but you'll be able to get your nice clean descriptions in the meantime. And then when we do have more videos, you can always come in and apply the changes again, and then it'll update those products with whatever settings in here. So if you do want to add videos and maybe add more videos, or change your disclaimer every time you apply the product changes, it'll update those. I think that is it for now. So hit me up if you got any questions. Thank you, everyone. See you later.